I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy.
Welcome all,
Had
this
to
is the
work hard,
Australian
struggle
Indie
just to
Wrestling
be
Show,
me.
fellow
Had to
wrestlers,
rise
trainees,
up
event
just to
supporters,
be
friends, foes, and everyone in between. If you've got a question, or send it in, but maybe you're wearing an imaginary podcasting crown, or making everyone's achievements about yourself, or maybe you're so delusional you think a shave will make you look less homeless. The Don, how was your weekend?
My weekend was great. I was down at Southern Territory Wrestling. I was defending the Southern Cross Championship against the great George, who's a great man, who managed to find a way through and out wrestle me, and I'm no longer the Southern Cross champion at STW.
Don, letting the team down, mate. I'm not a champion myself, but you were the only champion on the team, the one we could rely on, set our watches to. It's all gone downhill.
That's it. Well, we're all champions in here.
Good weekend. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Everyone's a champion of your heart. Good weekend at STW, Don, apart from losing the belt.
Yeah, no, it was good. The ATO were on the card, so it was good to see those fellas. Rogan Kargas, Dustin Connors, all good folks in and around the card. Felix Young was on the card as well, facing Marco Garcia. And Chris Target is now the new Ambition champion. So,
yeah, I did see that. So, win some, lose some.
Hey,
so, yeah, good to see Target getting over, and Don doing the job. But of course, I was at peak myself, and I went down to the adrenaline zone for the first time. Now, what is the adrenaline zone? You need a shot in the arm just to get down there. It's all the way in Seaford. So, yeah, had a shot of adrenaline. Then we drove down to Seaford to the adrenaline zone. And I got to say, she's not much to look at. But when she gets going. They've got a good sound system down there and lighting set up at the adrenaline zone. So, yeah, had a bit of fun down there. We ran a peak show down there just to see if people would travel. And by God, they did. We had the same shows, same fans we get at the same shows in Brunswick and in Reservoir. So, good to see them make make their way down to Seaford. Yeah, make the trek. I mean, mate, it's like driving from Rockingham to Merriwa in one day, just to put it in perspective for you.
Oh, that's no fun at all.
No, it's no fun. Hey, I heard that those kind of car rides make you really get out and fucking walk around and think about life. Hey, after a bit,
Your life choices, what led you to driving that far for anything?
That's it. Hey. But speaking of driving too far for anything, WWE are expected to sign an Australian tag team. Well, who could that be? Who the hell knows? But I tell you what, old Hopalong and Tuckman are in the running to be that tag team and maybe getting signed by the WWE.
Possibly.
And I'll tell you what, old Hopalong, he just couldn't keep his mouth shut about who's upcoming in the Australian scene, because it seems WWE has followed Jimmy Zero, so he won't be here too long, thanks to the guys blabbing about who's up and covered on the scene.
Oh, what? You mean they were talking nice things about Australian wrestling? What's going on? Guys,
what's going on?
Check yourself. Hey. Get in that zone. Once you leave, you shit on your home where you came from. You're no longer... No, I'm kidding. Good work, guys. If that's how it happened.
Way to protect your spots, idiots.
Oh, good shit.
Yeah. So hopefully we'll see Jimmy Zero get along to WWE, because he would be quite the addition. I would be tuning in to see Jimmy Zero on NXT, definitely. Hey.
Mm-hmm.
But speaking about WWE being disappointing, move over CM Punk as the king of disappointing kids. It seems Kyle Fletcher is taking up the mantle, or at least going for that #1 spot.
Yeah.
He's flipping off young children at ACW shows, so just good to see the young. Is he face now, Kyle, as well? And he's doing that to young kids.
No, there's no faces and heels in AEW. There's just characters and people, and they do things, and it is what it is.
Yeah, it's just an area of grey, like the area of grey that must be appearing on the back of Tony Khan's dad's head as he watches all these dollars go out the door for dudes he doesn't even know. Hey,
yeah.
And speaking of dudes we hardly know, if only Jimmy Hardness had used a small child at Progressive Wrestling Australia to stop EC Brownie in his tracks, because that seems to be the only way you can stop EC Brownie in his tracks, is by placing a small child in front of him, which is what happened this weekend. So that
Oh,
was
shit.
pretty interesting to see.
Yeah,
Yep.
well, at
So,
least we know
yeah.
EC Brownie won't beat up little kids, even if they're swinging.
Oh, I tell you what, the little kid didn't help back on Brownie. Hey,
Yeah.
man, he is a bigger man than I am, which is obviously true. But I would have been slapping down that kid. I would have been slapping their mother down, and then I would have been taking their dad outside. Hey, you just can't have unruly families at these wrestling shows. Hey?
That's it. A kid went to town on EC Brownie, but you got to do the right thing. Make sure the kids remain unharmed.
That's it. And speaking of unharmed, it's time to grab your friends, limber up. Yes, it's time to go to Ninja Warrior. Ninja Warrior is back. It's on another channel, not
Yes.
YouTube. But yes,
It's been poached.
it's been poached.
Yep.
You too can follow in the footsteps of Tatiana Dumas and poach your way into the Rock's heart. And get yourself over at Ninja Warrior, and then maybe get over to NXT. It's a proven way of getting in, isn't it?
It's a proven that and Wipeout.
That and Wipeout, yeah, Wipeout. Oh, don't forget Survivor.
Oh yeah, Survivor. So reality TV.
That's the big one, reality TV.
Yep.
If you can get your mug on reality TV, not Wife Swap or what's that other one? Married at First Sight.
Oh, yep.
That's the horrible one. Is produced in Sydney. Hey.
Yeah, I don't watch any of them.
Don't lie. You're married.
I watched Survivor. I watched Survivor because Harry was in it.
There you go.
Just FYI, check out Evolution. Harry looking like the jackedest version of himself I've ever seen. He has rebuilt since the island.
That's because he's eating at the moment. When you see him on Survivor, he's all like fucking like shivered and like deflated and stuff. Hey, know, he's eating rice and coconuts. Fucking, no protein in that. No protein. Hey,
no protein.
No protein.
Oh,
and speaking of no protein, something to look out for is table spots and Dean Brady. Like, I'm not saying it was dangerous, but you might want to ask Dean a few times how he's putting you through that table. Hey,
it looked kind of fucked. I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel bad for Istria.
Harsh, hey.
Yeah,
it looked real. Hey, like there was some hate behind that, maybe. Hey,
Yeah.
So, but speaking of something who's not a hateful person, Dan Archer proves he's a safe worker by replaying that spot to the outside. Yes, that spot to the outside that he was getting shit from a few other media outlets. Not us. We're big Dan Archer fans over here, but from a couple of other crown-wearing clowns, you could say he was getting a bit of shit. And what are you going to do? You're going to do that when armchair warriors get involved in a review show, aren't you?
That's it. But like the thing is, it was never down to him being unsafe. It's people not catching. If you're there to catch a dive, you sacrifice your fucking self.
That's right.
Because that other person is there. I've seen what happens when the person
They didn't even step forward, hey?
No. I've seen what happens when the person who's supposed to catch a dive doesn't catch the dive, and it ends up badly. Not rest in peace, but no, rest in peace, Twitch's collarbone.
But speaking of dives to the outside, it's Tetsuya Naito versus Shane Haste. Now, you said this was for what championship? Don, take it away.
For the IWGP Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah, so that's pretty nuts in itself. So yeah, Shane Haste and Tetsuya Naito. So go check that out.
Yeah,
and maybe
very
start
cool.
up your own. Maybe start up your own channel and give it a review.
It's just an amazing thing. Like the biggest champion in New Japan right now is a Perth-born guy, and I think everyone should be talking about it all the time.
Everyone should be talking about it, and not enough people are.
Mm-hmm.
Massive shout out to Shane Haste, who basically I watched in the backyard to EPW to fucking New Japan. So it's pretty cool to see that, got to admit.
Yeah.
Another thing that was cool to see during the week was Brooks versus Will Ospreay. That was a pretty cool match, on Collision, a different kind of Brooksy match, of course, because he was facing off against his old foe, Will Ospreay.
Yep. They faced off in Melbourne many years ago.
Yeah, many years ago. So that was the first inclination of it. But didn't my old friend TPT, Tall Poppy Todd, come out with a humble brag, making it all about himself and the Wrestle Radio crew, as he always does. can't even get a simple congratulations without logos and signatures all over it and the fucking markups and shit. I mean, you know, it reminds me of Messages on Hold. This dude killed Kim Illman, if you know who I'm talking about. He bought a reef to some twins who were getting separated, hey, but like, the reef was made of his Messages on Hold logo. Very fucking distasteful, hey.
Yeah.
You know, they've done it to Zarya, aka Delta. They did it to Gino Gambino, and friend of the show Kent Dunlop. They even got Ken with his OMA. You know, putting their logos and shit all up around it. Just share the guy's video. You know, it's their achievement. Fuck.
Yeah, nothing to do with you.
Nothing to do with you, mate. Hey, like, you know, you're not Brooksy. Hey, let's just get that out there. Hey, so if you have anything worthy of note, run it by Todd so he can have a moment of reflected glory.
I just wanted to bask in your reflected glory.
Also during the week on the internet, that's what we're all about on this show, what we see on the internet. Birdman is back with his AI antics. Now, he's always been pretty big on the AI videos, and we love to see what Birdman gets up to in between RSL stakes. But, dude, this week, did he give some of his wrestlers breasts?
Dude, it's the usual Birdman fever dream mix mash whatever. And yeah, I think maybe he did.
Enigma.
Yeah, he's an enigma wrapped in a I don't know.
Yeah, well, we'll be catching up with Birdman in a few weeks, so look out for that special. Hey,
keen, very keen to talk to the man.
And Don, how do you tell me you have the tism without saying you have the tism?
Big train.
I don't know. How do you tell?
That's awesome. Big Alaskan train. Woo!
And next on the agenda is Kai Drake is the first ever beer footy food champion. And Kai Drake, first ever beer footy food champion. Now, fucking, like, belts are cool, but I hate these fucking pub belts, hey, that are going around. Everyone seems to have had one in the last year or 6 months. Like, you guys have got one over there in the West.
Yeah, the Fat Brew, and then there's like an Endless Grand Champion. No. Yeah, something like that. Look, if there is some, what would you call it? Like sharing of fans or whatever. Mutual gain for it. Yeah. Then I'm all for it.
A symbiotic relationship.
Yes, if both are feeding off of it and everyone's gaining from it, I'm all for it because it can raise awareness for both brands. I just hope everyone's getting something out of it. That's my only thing. But it is interesting. They've been popping up more and more recently than ever.
Yeah. And they've been coming out like thick and fast. I'm seeing like Royal Belts make them on the like, they must be fucking splitting them out like a fucking, you know, card machine or something. But yeah, I mean, too many people greasing the free poles, you know, trying to, you know, build that relationship that's probably not going to last the worth of having a belt. You know what I mean?
Yeah, don't let wrestling get used.
Yeah, don't let wrestling get used. Yeah, good point there, Don. So ACW Adelaide have changed their name to AC Wrestling South Australia. AC Wrestling SA. Yeah. So that's interesting in itself. And of course, they've changed their name to avoid being mistaken with ACW Australian Championship Wrestling, who put out an anthem this week. They were quite proud to put out the anthem, and people were quite quick to call it they were sharing it everywhere, and people were quite quick to get on it and say, hey, this is AI music. What is going on here? But what really did you expect anything less from Australian Championship Wrestling? You know,
that's I mean,
it's not the worst as far as AI music goes. It's you know, I've got the lyrics here. So
you've got the lyrics?
City, oh, mate, let's go. From the coast of the city, hear the crowd ignite. Every dream on the line where we step in the light. Light the fuse, dynamite. No, like, you know, it's like getting a bit sounding like that. But like, built from the ground, now we're taking our place. Heart of a lion, fire in your face. I mean, fuck's sake, mate. Like, you know, you got lions and fire in there. From Sydney Knights to the world so wide, ACW got the whole team live. No fear here, only champions rise. You can see that hunger in our eyes. I mean, you know, it just goes on like this. Feel the floor shake, hear the people roar. Once we start
Right.
now, they always want more, more, more. And we are Australian Championship Wrestling. Stand up now. Let the world know. I mean, there's a second verse. It fucking goes on like this.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you're still with us, we're not doing any more of the song.
If you're still with us, there's a second verse. I'm not reading that out. Like, so just like the Australian national anthem, no one fucking knows the second verse. And if you say you do, you're fucking lying. I know you are. You know, so yeah, ACW with the AIG, it's not the worst. It's just something to quickly get out. But yeah, people are saying, oh, could have used the band. Have you fucking dealt with some of the bands out there, Don, especially on Fiverr and shit like that, you know?
No, I have the joy of knowing people in the music industry, so I do all right.
Yeah, so you actually got a track by Bluntfield and stuff.
I do,
so, yeah, that's pretty cool.
Several tracks by Bluntfield, which, by the way, everyone hit up his Spotify, listen to him. Great Australian stoner rap.
Yeah, so that's the AI music from ACW. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It's the way the world's going. Fucking deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
The people that I find get upset a little bit are like usually creative people that can't keep up and have just had their job wiped off the face of the earth. But guess what? That's happened through the fucking face of human history. Hey,
through the ages. Yeah.
I mean,
technology.
You could be a slave one day, then the next day Abraham Lincoln comes along and you're fucking not. You've lost your job. So, you know, it happens all through human history. Hey, you know. But another thing I saw during the week is Keegan retires the belt and All-Star. Did you see this, Don?
I did, and my biggest beef with it is he cut the hair, he shaved his face, and he looks like the biggest chud, man. It's the worst. Like...
Oh, man. Like, he's just... They've been taking him out. He's been getting the full Daddy Hassan treatment, and I hear Keegan's not keen on the halal food. It's a big adjustment, not drinking the VB and stuff now, you know. He's gone
just
full
the top shelf.
Corporate
So
Keegan.
He's on Crown Lager now instead of the VB.
Yeah, that's it, hey. So Keegan retires the All-Star Wrestling Heavyweight titles, bringing All-Star Wrestling Australia to an end. Well, I think that's wishful thinking because it seems on July 24th and 25th, All-Star Wrestling will be at the Cobar and at Walgett. So I'm taking your job from you, Don, but I just have to reiterate that maybe they're not shut down to the fullest extent.
They're still rocking and rolling. Did they ever get their belts back?
I don't need this. I don't need this. I don't need those.
That's a question I need to know.
Hey, we might find this out in an interview later in the week. Hey, that's all I'm going to say about that. But yeah, coming up for ACW, that's Australian Championship Wrestling. Of course, they have Superstar Sunday on the 9th of August, featuring Lee Morrow and Luke Watts. That's, on the 9th of August. And on September the 4th, ACW will be in Melbourne for the first time. So what will they produce in Melbourne? Will it be an absolute Sydney schmoz fest like the last one? Who knows? We're going to find out because I'll be going. I'll definitely be there in person. So I was there in person at the last one, so I'll be able to sort of, differentiate and sort of
see what the difference is.
And
so just get
pour my finger in the water.
If you can at least reduce the Bangladesh, suggest to reduce the Bangladesh ads by 50%, I think that might save the show.
Suggest? Who do you think a fucking ad, mate?
I don't know, just throwing it out there. I'm throwing it out to the cosmos on the pod, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I think Hassan watches the pod because a few people that have been on the pod are now on his shows.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's cool to see. So good to see we're getting people out there. And speaking of getting people out there, look out for our interview later in the week with Aaliyah. That's how you say it. Get it right, people. Say his name. Aaliyah is going to be on the Thursday release, I guess. Mm-hmm. So that'll be interesting in itself. He's got a very interesting tale to tell, and it's gonna open a can of worms, that one.
Yep. No, it's a great interview.
Yeah. Speaking of opening a can of worms, what's this dickhead Neon doing backstage at WWE events, just fucking live streaming like Penta with his mask off and stuff?
Stop letting fucking civilians backstage. What the fuck?
Yeah.
It's been, everyone knows that's the rule. Stop letting civilians backstage. If you do, they've got to be guided. They cannot be let loose. It's fucking ridiculous.
Look, an absolute cockhead that I used to know said, you don't let fans jump the guardrails. And he was right, you know, to some extent. But, yeah, just this Neon guy fucking getting what he deserves.
Ooh, that vintage bitch.
And getting fucking Dom's wrath as well.
Yep.
Dom selling at the Garden of all places to go and flip off Neil and fucking tell him to get fucked, eh?
Good,
you know,
well done.
The dude looked fucking upset that Dom had fucking flicked him off, hey? Of course, Jesse Lambert's good mate, Dom Mysterio.
Long lost brother,
so, yeah.
Yep.
Long lost brother, so yeah, they got that, so yeah. And of course, if we're talking about WWE fucking up, we got to talk about ACW guys fucking up.
AEW
And,
guys?
I mean, AEW, sorry, Darby Allin. And if we're talking about WWE fucking up, we've got to talk about AEW wrestlers fucking up. Darby Allin. Don, would you wrestle for one? Would you have a dinner for one with Darby Allin and then it turns into a fucking all-in brawl?
Yeah. Because then I could punch him in the face.
Yeah. There you go. You get up out of your seat and fucking accidentally clip Darby under the ear.
Yeah,
Because
just get your shit together.
Yeah, get your shit together, Darby, because it was also revealed that he was filming a segment for AEW Collision when 2 fire trucks showed up at his house because they thought his house had blown up. He then had to put in writing, like a note from his mother, filming a TV project for my job, AEW. That's a wrestling show on TNT. Fuck, don't you call the fire department, like, notify the police if you're going hiking or something for a while, or, you know, doing anything stupid shit?
Anything to do with fire, you got to get a permit, man. You have to get a permit. Oh, shit.
Fire.
Yeah.
But speaking of getting a permit, we got to start issuing permits for some of these names that are going around on these events, Don. I caught this one during the week, which is coming up in a few weeks. I caught it because it's got one of my favourite wrestlers on it, Eugenie.
Oh, nice.
And, yeah, Ladder Wars. And I was like, oh, Ladder Wars, come on. Are we really fucking scraping the bottom of the barrel that much with Ladder Wars? You know, like, these names are getting worse and worse as the year goes on.
Oh, no. And ladders are the worst weapon in wrestling. They are absolutely by far the worst weapon that people use.
Oh,
because they hurt the most. They suck.
Don, that reminds me. We have not talked about what happened at Evolution with you yet.
No, well, I mean, I told everyone to go watch Evolution when it was out, so we have not discussed that.
Well, here, and right before the wrap, let's discuss what the fuck happened between you and Target at fucking Evolution up at Merriwa. I know they run it dry, and I know he likes to drink. Now, fucking, is that what's going on? You run a dry bar at Target round?
Nah, look, Chris Target was hell-bent on getting that #1 contendership. I was more concerned with looking after my teammates. There was some moments where he maybe thought I took liberties, and some moments where I thought maybe he did. And then
you can tell us. Did you take some liberties?
No. I was given. I was attacked, and that caused a knock-on effect. And then I was more concerned with our stablemate Stella Nix. And Chris Target thought I had made a mistake and should have been not worried about her and worried more about winning the match. And then essentially I told him what I was more concerned with, and he told me that he doesn't give a fuck about that, and yeah, kicked me in the face.
Don, can I ask you, have you been having some stellar days recently?
No, what the fuck?
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was just trying to do the sunny days thing.
I know exactly what you were doing. I have not had any stellar days. You fucking.
Okay, I was just asking.
Anyway, hey, look, I answered. No,
if Target is like got that, you know, he's got that running through his head.
Yeah.
I can see why he put a ladder through you.
No, well, he kicked me in the face, smashed me with a ladder, and it broke in half, and then hit me with some chairs.
Quite brutal.
Yeah. So I
all around your lower back as well, I noticed.
Yes, a very painful spot. So yeah, no, there's gonna be a reckoning, and stay tuned, and you'll find out.
would you say a reawakening reckoning?
A re-reckoning?
A Rhea reckoning? No, that we're not talking about Rhea Ripley. We are talking about the rap.
All right, so we're up to the rap.
No, let's have a big shout out for Michael Lee for gathering for this us this week, because it is a massive week of Australian wrestling. He emailed me this shit about 3 times, adding dates and stuff. So big shout out to Michael Lee, who gives this to all of the podcasters, not just us. Like you know, so he does a big job for everyone in the state. If you don't already know, Michael Lee is the man. You should be following over on Australian Wrestling Community. So Don, please take
and
away
watch
the wrap.
Our previous episode. We do a full-on interview like with him about where people's social media advertising is at.
Yeah, and why you all suck at it.
Yeah. It's not easy, but we all suck. Anyway, guys, this is time for the wrap around the country. If there's something happening in Australian wrestling, you're going to hear about it right here, right now. If you're in the ACT, Saturday, July 25th, you can see IPW Australia's Chill Factor at the Belconnen Theatre. New South Wales on Friday, July 24th, you can see Australian Wrestling Superstars Mayhem at Miranda. It's an all-ages and 18-plus show at the Miranda Hotel. New Noise Underground, Matt Gage's Magnificent Birthday Bash at Big Little Brewing in Gosford. All-Star Wrestling Australia is at the Cobar Memorial Services Club at Walgett and Walgett RSL Club, Friday, July 24th and Saturday, July 25th. More on Saturday, July 25th. International Wrestling Australia have Thunder and Lightning at the St. John Park and Bowling Club. Slam Pro Wrestling League is at the Phone Zone in Wagga Wagga. Peak Pro Wrestling has Death Proof at the Black Wattle Bar and Brewing in Alexandria. Yes, you heard that right. Peak Pro Wrestling is in New South Wales.
And Slam.
And Slam, yeah. So everyone's trying to get in the Sydney territory. Guys, watch out. You will get backhanded out. Sunday, July 26th, Australian Wrestling Entertainment Anniversary number 19 is at the Petersham RSL, and Wrestling Go is at the Blacktown PCYC. If you're in the NT, Saturday, July 25th, Top End Wrestling have Saturday Night Fights. Territory Takedown at the Top End Dojo in Yarrawonga. If you're in Queensland, Saturday, July 25th, you can see Venom Pro Wrestling's Overload. The 100th show is at the Showman's Club in Yatala. Impact Pro Wrestling Australia From the Ashes is at the Mansfield Tavern in Brisbane. If you're in South Australia, Pro Wrestling South Australia's Saturday Night Showdown at the Greenwith Community Centre, Saturday, July 25th. Victoria on Friday, July 24th, you can see Mayhem Pro Slamboree at Relentless Gym in Melton. I know they like WCW. Cannot believe they grabbed Slamboree. Professional Championship.
They do that all the time over there.
I know, but Slamboree, Professional Championship Wrestling Slam featuring Evolution is at the South Eastern Entertainment Centre and Ferntree Gully. Deathmatch Down Under, Matt Earth Society is at Hopheads, Altona, and Homecoming at Kindred Studios in Yarraville, Friday, July 24th and Saturday, July 25th. Battle Championship Wrestling, good old BCW, number 71 and 72. Best in Battle at the White Horse Club in Burwood East, Friday, July 24th and Saturday, July 25th. You get a double header of BCW. Make sure you get around it. And in WA, on Saturday, July 25th, you can see the Explosive School of Pro Wrestling present Rise or Fall at the School of Professional Wrestling in Malaga.
Yeah, and you can catch Peak Pro Wrestling for the first time in Sydney, where they bring Death Proof, and it'll be Scott Justice taking on Harper Sky. If you enjoy Raneem's rants on this program, make sure you do get down to Peak Pro Wrestling, where Raneem will be the ring announcer, the resident ring announcer. Of course, he owns that promotion. So if you want to get down and talk to Raneem, Peak Pro Wrestling, Death Proof is at the Black Wattle Bar and Brewing, Alexandria, on Saturday, July 25th this weekend.
Magic. Now, there's a huge weekend of wrestling. No matter where you are, there is something near. The only state that wasn't hit was Tasmania. Everyone else has got a lot going on. So hopefully we hear some more from Tasmania. They get some more shows running soon. It'd be awesome to hear about a weekend where every single state is just pumping, rocking and rolling. There's wrestling everywhere. Yep. So that would be great. Time to take us out of here.
60 companies.
All 60 companies running the same night.
Please, get us out of here. I don't want to edit anymore.
Thanks for tuning in tonight. Please make sure you get along to a local show near you. That ticket money that you pay helps to make the show bigger and better, get better venues, better lighting, better equipment, book better guys, pay the guys a bit more. If you like a particular wrestler, make sure you hit that merch desk, because any sale of a t-shirt, an 8x10, a cap, whatever it is they're selling, that money goes directly to them. That goes to funding their wrestling dream. So it helps get them bigger, better, stronger, badder, ready for the next show. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Make sure you hit the like or the subscribe button. Big shout out to all of our new listeners. We've had a surge of followers and subscribers and views. So we hope you guys are enjoying it, and we will see you next week.